So this podcast is all about old school PR meet AI. So how artificial intelligence can transform PR and corporate communication industry from visibility management to reputation intelligence is all about. So I hope if you listen to my entire podcast, you will get benefited and you will be able to transform and you will be able to adapt AI far more better way and make your role much more effective. So let's start. The industry's contradiction: PR build reputation for everyone except itself. This is what we all can see. I'm sure all will agree with me in this point. Around 2,500 crore is the market size for Indian market size for PR and corporate communication. So we saw that a lot of boardroom influencers have gone down, and we see a lot of attrition rate has gone up from 40% to 50%. Average it is like 35% now, which means people are not sticking to this profession for a longer time. They're switching. So we are going to discuss this, how we can stop this, how we can make boardroom more proud and more effective, and more the dependency of the boardroom will go on the from the PR corporate communication side, and with the help of AI, and how will AI enable this is all about this podcast. Okay. If I see the structural diagrams, I see 5 fault lines. These are breaking the Indian PR ecosystem. Number 1, measurement crisis. People are still using in PR AVE mentality, where metrics doesn't mean any sense. So there's a zero linkage to the business outcome, right? The ROI linkage is not linked with the business outcome. Number 1. Number 2, I see here talent burnout. So around 40%, 50%, as I said, huge operation overdrive is there. A lot of wastage is happening. A lot of time things are going, but strategical thinking is not happening. Okay, so this is 2. Number 3 here I see is positioning failures. Like PR and corporate communications agencies are seen like more of a vendor. Apart from in 2 scenarios, when there's IPO launches happening and when there's some crisis. Apart from that, people don't consider them to be a strategic advisor. So if you use AI, it will help you to win back the past glory. Number 3 I see is ethical ambiguity, in the sense paid versus earned player blur thing has gone up. So if we can have a clarity on this with the help of AI, this ambiguity can be reduced. Number 5 is digital disruptions. Okay, so what I mean by that is AI has been commoditizing content. So PR reduced to content factory. So PR and corporate communication, what they used to do can be now done by AI. So the meaning of or the relevance of PR has going down. So these are the 5 points let us consider. Next is, okay, so don't get afraid by when I say such thing. AI is not going to replace the PR and corporate communication, but it will replace all low value work or low item jobs. In the sense, there are certain things AI will amplify and there are certain things AI will not able to do. So what AI can replace, let us understand this. AI can replace repetitive media planning or media monitoring, number 1. Number 2, AI can replace easily, is not, when I say replace, already replaced many agencies. Manual press release, drafting can be replaced by AI. Coverage reporting can be done by AI. First level research of the competitors can be done by AI in a much more effective time and manner. And surface level content production can be also done by AI. So these things AI will replace in the corporate communication PR agencies, value chain. Second is what AI will amplify. AI will able to amplify when it comes to predictive analysis. When it comes to, it will able to forecast things before the escalation happens. Next is stakeholder insights, in the sense of mapping, modeling, investors, regulatories, key influencers. These things, mapping or presentations or framework, are far more better when you use AI. Next is decision making velocity will go up. Like what used to take 2 weeks, 3 weeks or 4 weeks time now can happen in 2 hours time. So there's a huge speed which AI can bring if you use AI. Next is narrative engineering, in the sense the sentiment tracking shifting has happened from if story prioritization or reframing stories can be done much more proactive manner if you use AI. The last one is a strategic advisor. So if you want to move upstream, if you want to go up, you want to upgrade, then from execution vendor to a board-driven partner can only happen if you use AI in a very strategic manner within the system and not just ChatGPT. Okay. So next, talk about the next point. The biggest gap which we see here is why the measurement is broken, why PR and communications, that glory or glamour has reduced and not taken seriously by the board members. Number one is that PR still use certain things. Let us discuss. It still measures things like impressions and mention. They are still using share of voice, advertising value versus value equivalency. Next is clip counts and reach, which all clip came in. Press release pickup, where all which press pickup what is what presently PR is measuring. But what do board cares? Board care for trust and brand equity shift has happened because of PR, which is difficult for our old school way of measuring it. Number one. Number two is investors confidence signal. You can easily do that with AI in a real time. Then it is impossible to do in an old school PR method to counter this. Next is consumer sentiment trajectory, how it is happening. Difficult to do in old school method. Regulatory risk perception, difficult to do it in old school process. And the last one is crisis probability index. It is very difficult to do in a very live time, in a proactive manner if you don't use AI. Okay, so these are problem one which I see here. So the next point is PR and corporate communication should move from coverage reports vendor to a boardroom intelligence level, and it can happen by when PR and corporate communication see outcome is what PR gives measurable business infrastructure. If this is what they keep, if they start delivering, then boardroom will see PR corporate communication in a very different perspective, right? So there are four things which we will talk. Is the first is sentiment analysis. So track emotional perception across news, social channel, investors, employee in a very real time. AI can help you on that. Business attribution, in a sense, correlate PR activity with stock movement, sales spike, and brand trust metrics. PR can do that in real time. Narrative, tracking, map narrative, emerging narrative is happening, influencer amplifications, trust erosions or in velocity. All these things AI can do at a faster rate, right? Third, last one is crisis risk scoring. In the sense, predictive, you can predict the crisis probability before it escalates. So this can on the mainstream or as well as social media, far more better way if you use AI. Okay, and the next one is if you use AI as a multiplier, if you use AI as an enabler, the force become multiply. Okay, let me tell you what AI will automate and how your present team can be free to do more important tasks. Number one, media tracking, monitoring, as I said, press release drafting, coverage, clippings, meeting summary, influencer, all the AI can do that. No human being can match the speed of an AI, right? Number one. Number two, and also the error goes down. Number two is that your team can now, your corporate communication or team can now do more brainstorming into understanding the crisis situation, scenario planning, ESG, leadership storytelling, stakeholder intelligence mapping, strategic advisory, counseling. So what is happening as a result, what will happen is that smaller team is going to happen. You don't need large team. So gradually I see the PR team will get reduced, will get smaller. And high output will come people who will adopt AI far more better way and a faster way. And the last one is better talent retention. So people are going to stay with you if you use AI. I'll tell you how. It's not that people are going to come and learn AI from you, but how it will work. Let me explain that. Let me tell you this. So if you give designation and role and KRA of present old school, if you move out from there and if you start giving roles like PR corporate communication analyst, PR corporate communication data strategic or an advisory level. So if you move those roles from media planner, media relationship, event marketing, event management to this role where your resource will use AI faster daily and able to move forward and give meaningful outcome which your client is expecting, then probably we see that younger talents are going to stay with you. Otherwise, younger talent will not go in sync with the old school of PR, and that's the reason attrition is very high. It says, the number says all. Okay, I don't have to explain. So these are the most important part I see. And the last one is, this is a very important question. Ask yourself that if PR cannot strategically manage its own reputation, how can it claim the authority to manage others, right? So everybody don't see PR, corporate communication. They used to see these departments or this role of 10 years back or 5 years back or 20 years back. So why there's a drift, why there's a downstream? So these are the questions we need to know. And if we use AI within the system, and not just ChatGPT as I said, or not just Canva, or not just random content making. If you use AI within your system to do intelligence, if you create agents, if you create automation, all these Mondays or repeated jobs can be done and your people can focus into meaningful job. Hence, the boardroom will see you as a strategic advisor who is coming up with solutions, who are coming up with much ahead, proactive things, other than tracking every day, doing physical work, and the manpower will get reduced also. So that's how I think if all the PR, corporate communication people use AI significantly now, you may bring back the glory. So that's my take. You may differ. I welcome all of you to put your comments. And if you're struggling, if you're a PR and corporate communication company or agency or even a department, if you're struggling, get back to me or DM me. I'm happy to help you. Thank you so much. I hope it gives value, and I hope you're going to adapt AI faster and not stay back. Thank you.